It's obviously been good for us that people are into it, but part of our job is to educate both businesses and customers about what we mean by green and local. And then there's another word that's a bit of a mouthful, which is sustainable. And we throw that around a lot. Socially responsible business movement has managed to get big business talking about sustainability, and that's great, but I struggle with that word, and maybe some of you do. Some people say it's not enough to be sustainable. A fellow from Wired magazine at a conference recently said, you know, would you be happy if you had a sustainable marriage? Maybe it's not enough. Maybe there needs to be more joy and regeneration and resilience. And I was involved in drafting the text for the Green Economic Development Strategy for the city recently, and I tried to inject that kind of language where they were just trying to say a green business is a business that reduces its environmental impact. And I got a bit of a change in the language towards the notion that a green business is a notion that's where their actions are regenerative of the ecosystem and regenerative of the social health of the place. And that's what we would like to mean by green. So, you know, what do people want from green? To do less harm, live lightly. We don't want to give up the pleasures of life, our mobility, our food, cuisine, etc., things we import. So we need to talk about taste and movement and how life will be as we make the changes that we need to make. So our work is really about the rapidly changing marketplace that we're all part of as earners and as spenders, as business to business, and etc. And as people who make choices about how we make a living and spend money. Really now, it's becoming a bit of a no-brainer to do single bottom line sustainability. And by that I mean, for example, you can start saving money immediately by installing solar hot water capacity in a building. You can start saving money immediately by reducing waste in all kinds of ways with respect to paper and all sorts of things. So there's just one bottom line involved there. Green is smart PR and smart business with lots of fast ways to save money through efficiencies. But to go deeper, you know, to commit to your business to multiple bottom lines and choose to spend money to change the way you do things in respect to less obvious environmental impacts, with respect to the kind of money that you might be giving to causes that you care about, that you're not necessarily taking, you know, grandstanding about. Investing to support social change. That can be lonely, and it can be hard, and the rewards can feel more distant. And I really want to, I know there are many of you here tonight who fall into that category. It's the kind of work you're doing, and I really want to thank you, and I think we all need to celebrate what you do. You know, multiple bottom lines for people and planet as well as profit. I think one of the fellows at the Social and Adventure Institute last week was talking about how what that is it's acting now to bring about the future that we hope for. And that's what values or mission-driven businesses do. They bring the future into the present so that others can see what it looks like.